Hey all, and happy Sunday. I am hopping on here very quickly just to talk a bit about the emotional brain because the next couple weeks, maybe month and a half, we are going to go into this series on the emotional brain, how it works, how that plays into everything that's going on in the world right now, because that is the basis of the framework that I created for the Behavior Hub. So I'm super excited about this. So I'm going to link below a blog post that went out this week about the emotional brain. There is a hand signal created by, with Dan Siegel's work, Georgetown University took it and kind of manipulated it for younger children, but essentially you have this hand signal. Barking dog is your emotional control center. Thinking wise owl is your prefrontal cortex, your thinking brain. So today we're going to focus on your prefrontal cortex, your thinking brain. And I'll explain more about this hand signal later through other videos, through blog posts, but we're going to focus on this guy today. And that's because what we know about neuroscience is that there's something called neuroplasticity. We can grow new brain cells, we can strengthen brain cells, and this is amazing because it means that we can heal from things. We can heal from trauma, we can heal from history, we can heal from all these different things. We can learn, we can grow, we can change our personality, our mindset, all these things. We have control over so much as human beings, and that's such an incredible thing. So that's why our work at the Behavior Hub works on this bottom-up approach where we address the barking dog and we do things to help neutralize and calm that barking dog and get it more regulated. And at the same time, we also teach people these top-down strategies and children so that you can grow your thinking brain, you can strengthen your thinking brain because it's like a muscle. So this is just so important because I borrowed a quote from Jim Quick, Limits or Lies. And that's because, and he talks about this in one of his podcast episodes, where your brain, our brains, they're absolutely, like, I don't think we understand how complex and how much we don't know. We think we know a lot because we've learned a lot in the last couple of years, but so much unknown. But your brain is like this massive supercomputer. And your talk, the things that you say to yourself, your self-talk, it's like the program the computer runs. This is what Jim Quick says, and it makes perfect sense. So if you change the way you talk, if you change the way you think, if you change the things that you do, you're going to change your brain chemistry. So that's why limits are lies. If you tell yourself you can't do this, if you tell yourself you can't do this, your brain gets programmed that way, and you are wired to not do that thing. So if you change your mindset, if you change what you tell yourself, if you change what you speak to yourself, you can change your brain chemistry. You can change your possibility of doing things. There's probably an upper limit of that. Like, if you are want to be a sprinter and you don't run very fast, there is some level of, like, you can get faster than you definitely think you can. Will you ever be an Olympic sprinter? I'm not sure, but we also need to listen to our body and make sure that we're living in alignment as well, because maybe that's not in alignment for you. So anyhow, back to our thinking brain. Just so important that we exercise this, that we strengthen it, and we do things like positive self-talk, mindfulness, meditation, yoga to grow this so that we have more rational thoughts, that we have more rational behaviors and choices. And this all relates to kids too, because your outer language becomes their inner language. Essentially, like, the things that they constantly hear from you become their self-talk. So by you not filtering your language and the things that you say and using your brain to stop and filter before you speak to them or around them, it's changing the way their brain chemistry is developing. So I'm not going to talk any more about this today because there's just so much I could say, but instead I'm going to link the blog post below. It'll give you a little bit more detail. Our posts are usually kind of light and funny, and they still are. These ones on the brain are a little bit more sciencey, but I think you'll find the very short, post easy to digest, or at least I hope that you do. So give it a read. Let me know what you think, and can't wait to hear what you guys try to grow your prefrontal cortex.